Welcome to the Dr. Renee Sunday Show, where it's not too late to shine. We bring you transformative information for small business owners, entrepreneurial insight, wisdom, and secrets to aid you to be seen, be heard, and get paid, to catapult your life to more impact, success, and freedom. Now, please welcome your host, the platform builder herself, Dr. Renee Sunday.
Welcome to the Dr. Renee Sunday podcast. We're here again. Yes, we are. I want to just say thank you for all the things that you do. You support us all the time in the things that we do. You downloading us over on iTunes. You checking us out on YouTube. We see you on the ReneeSunday.com. We see the analytics. And supporting us also on social media. We say thank you. Because, all of us have stuff going on, right? Challenges. We have things that we know going on, and some things that we're not aware of. The thing about it is, I said don't stop, get it all the time. That's for a reason, because no matter what's going on in our life, no matter what our difficulties, no matter what our stressors or our loss, okay, and our celebrations, we need to continue to move forward in this journey we call life, right? So we're here to help you with that, okay? But we have a powerhouse, as we always do on this broadcast, this session. We have she's an amazing life coach. She's a death doula. And you know what? If you want to be out there in the PR arena, this is who you need to contact, okay? We have the amazing, world-changing, the phenomenal young lady, Miss Dana Humphrey, with us. And just sit back and relax. But she's going to give you so many gems that we can apply right now in our life, or where we are right now, and, guess what, where we're going to be in the future, okay? So we want to welcome none other than Dana Humphrey to the Dr. Renee Sunday Show. Are you there?
Awesome. Yes, thank you so much. What a great introduction. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. Ooh, I can't wait to get into this. So tell us a little bit more about yourself and, the amazing things that's going on in your life, how you serve the world.
All right. Yes, that's a powerful question. I am choosing to serve the world by helping women and people just live their best lives through life coaching. We create a space to really do some deep listening and listening from the heart, so that people can express themselves and learn how to create the life of their dreams.
That's powerful. Woo. Let's dive into this a little bit. I think the approach I want to go, if it's okay, tell us a little bit more about your PR industry and agency, how you just bring us out so we won't be behind the curtain. We'll be in front of the curtain, impacting people's lives.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, that's my background. I've done public relations for the last 15 years or so. I have a PR firm. It's called Whitegate PR, and we specialize in public relations services for small businesses, basically getting people in TV, radio, magazines, newspapers, and blogs, and amazing podcasts like this one. And we work with entrepreneurs and solopreneurs and all kinds of people who want to get their product, their service, their brand out to the world through the media. So that's what we've been doing for a long time. It's been a lot of fun. And, now we're kind of taking a twist of moving forward, of helping people live their best lives through the life coaching. But both are things that we do. It's equally important. And, it's a way to just get awareness out there for all the good that you're doing and making sure that people learn about you.
Wow, yeah, that's powerful, because the thing about it is we don't want, I don't want no one to be the best kept secret, because that's not going to work, because someone right now needs what you have to offer. So the amazing public relations that you do really takes care of that piece for us. So we appreciate that.
All right.
Okay. I do want to ask you a question, because I get this question a lot with the services that I do. Just kind of generically, because, of course, everybody's brand is a little different. But in regards to PR, for working with you, what some kind of things, if any, do you kind of have somewhat together before you take on a new. I know that's a hefty kind of topic, and of course everybody's brand a little different. But a lot of times it takes 3 months to get you ready, and then people are upset because it took 3 months to get you ready to be presented to another brand or another platform.
That's a really good question. That's a really important question. I always tell people that they're ready when, their website's up and their product or service is ready to be ordered. So if you're kind of in the pre-launch or pre-startup phase, honestly, for me, I like to work with people once it's up and running and ready. Because if we get some media buzz and media attention about your product or service and the person can't buy it or get involved in it, they lose interest. You miss that first opportunity. You only have that one time to make a first impression. So I like people to be ready. I like their stuff to be up. And whatever the call to action is, have that be ready, whether it's follow us on Instagram or, click here to get a copy of the book or whatever we're asking people to do. I want that part to be ready. And ideally, the person would have some high-res images together, and those are really high-quality, nice images of their product or service or of themselves. And if we're pitching a person like an expert like you, we would want their bio and headshot. So, a simple picture that they feel good about that we can send out to the media, as well as a bio. And, sometimes the bio can be a stumbling block. We don't like it to be a stumbling block. We just ask for any information about your life, and then we can write the bio if that's going to be a hindrance for you. Sometimes people have a challenge talking or writing about themselves, and so we help them do that.
That's good, yeah, because when I first started, I had trouble writing about myself because she never really talked about yourself. So that's a great point you said, Dana. Oh, wow. Well, see, ladies and gentlemen, she gave you the information because you kind of have to have some ducks in the row, if you will. And she doesn't mean a professional headshot. We're not talking about cell phones. Now, some of these cell phones are amazing, but we really need professional headshots. So some of them, it's amazing with these cell phones. If you know what you're doing with the cell phone, let me put it that way. Exactly. But I commend you being in the public relations industry because right now, one thing about media, and you can speak on this, Dana, they always looking for freshness, someone fresh to bring an idea, freshness. So don't worry about if somebody else is doing it. Talk about that just briefly because a lot of people say, well, they got 200 of this, they got 200 of this. They wouldn't want to know my story or they wouldn't want my personality, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I really don't believe in competition. I'm all about collaboration, and there's plenty of good ideas out there. If you have a good idea to share, just because it's been done before doesn't mean it's too late. There's always space for everybody, and fresh perspective is always welcome. Especially in today's world, if you have any tips, around COVID or stress or, helping people's lives be a little easier, a little bit more relaxed during this stressful time, that is A-okay. That is something that, people are looking for.
And, I'm going to do a selfless plug right here. During COVID, people always say I have great energy, and I do. But it's a work. I do personal development every day.
Yep.
And so when this was going on, I've coined 2 books about how to relieve stress. And it's so funny. People say, okay, they say, wow, I'm glad you put this in a book because I need to know this. But what I do, you got to do it every day. That's the key. It's not no on and off faucet kind of thing. And you have to know, as my grandmother used to say, your shanana, that everything's going to be okay, but you just can't get stuck. That's the key. But I have to do that little selfless plug just in case Dana needs me to go on the TV. Okay.
But you're right.
This, Dana.
You're right. It's all about those daily rituals. It's all about that morning practice, those daily rituals, the things that make you feel good every morning. So you don't have to create a life you need a vacation from.
That's powerful, yes. Well, let's talk about this because we have to be real. And, ladies and gentlemen, we say, we give you real information so we can make, first awareness, but then the next thing is we need to actually have what? Make wise decisions. Dana, tell us a little bit about your journey and the things that you're doing now. Okay, we talked about the life coach, but you actually have an amazing calling that you have in regards when it comes to the umbrella, if you will, because I know a lot of pieces are under there. But in regards of what you do in regards to the deaf doula, tell us a little bit about that. And first of all, let's do this because, you have to educate me what it pertains to. So maybe we want to make sure we tie that in as well.
Well, yeah, living your best life also includes, not being afraid of dying or transitioning. And there's, just like we have birth doulas that welcome babies into the world, we have death doulas that, help the actively dying people, accept and transition into what's next for them. And so I recently went through a training through ANELDA, and it's an end-of-life death doula certification. And basically, if someone has been given 3 to 6 months to live and they're in hospice, maybe they're at home, just feeling comfortable and living out their last days pain-free, we come in and we help them come up with a plan for how they'd like to, transition in the most peaceful way, making sure all of their wishes are met, that they have those important conversations that they need to have with their families about regret and forgiveness and love, so that everyone can move on, feeling really good about the transition and not feeling like they missed out or that they have, these unresolved issues. And it can really help the person in transition, and it can help their families to just, feel at peace with the fact that, we all die, it's okay. It's not this, really, scary unknown. It's a really, it can be a really beautiful process that, we all go through at some point.
I'm glad you said that, because that's what a lot of people being in ministry as well. A lot of the families that when I around them, they feel guilty that they didn't get a chance to say X, Y, Z, or they feel guilty that they wasn't there, or the financial side is not, in place that they want. So I'm glad you actually have an amazing strategy that all this will be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Between both sides, you want both sides to have peace. With the transition. Yeah. Ooh, that's so powerful. Because I can remember when my brother passed away, it's over 10 years ago now, that it was so much of a peaceful transition for him, even though it was in trauma. He had an abdominal aneurysm that ruptured, but it was a trauma situation. So, 3 days before, he was walking around, so it was a big shock to the family.
So sudden.
But it really, it really helped, Dana, because the nurses were so amazing, the chaplain, and I can still see that now. The doctor got down on one knee to talk to my mom and dad. I thought that was very respectful, and that really he came from a very humble place, because of course they were elderly, more than he was, because he was a younger doctor. But the point that I guess I'm saying is it takes the whole village, and I'm glad that you're part of that, to make this very transitional, to be peaceful and really respect it, because a lot of people, they don't want to be seen at that time and all that. And so so you do them in the hospice, but you can do them at home as well, your services?
Yeah, exactly. Once someone kind of starts to actively, we call it active dying, when it's kind of the time, we can be there, and we can be there to support the family and support the person, and, help the family take breaks if they need to rest, and let them know, when maybe, the person's taking their last breath. We can get the family together. We can, help them with those little magic moments so that they feel good. They feel like they didn't miss out, and maybe encourage them to have some of those more challenging conversations that don't come naturally to everybody. about just, saying I love you or saying I forgive you, or just some of those simple but really profound statements that can help both sides really move on with ease.
I like that word you said, with ease. Yes, that's very powerful. I know this may be a tough question to wrap around, but this is what we're living in this, in 2020, people got to be in the books forever, history books, that so many people have, and I'm in the medical field, there's so many people passing away in a short period of time, or just by being near somebody. It's not like you have, you may have other diagnoses, but some of the cases that were, that people are passing away, they just was around the person and the other person was fine. And so the point I'm getting at, a lot of people have passed away in a short period of time, which was not planned, but you know what I'm saying? So are you, you guys getting a lot of different, because in this case, you may not have time to go through your whole strategies that you guys do, but are you able to help people when it's a sudden or something? Of course, not predicted. It's not cancer. It's not, it's not something that, okay, you got 10 hours, 8 hours. It's just something that you pass away in, less than an hour.
I mean, every case is unique and special, and everyone has different, faiths and desires and ways that they would like to be honored. And so it's really, we can be quick to respond, and, as long as we can have at least a conversation with the person, we can really do our best to make sure that their desires are met, that those are expressed clearly to their family in a way that the family can hear it. And, you're right. This year is a changing times, and we're here to help people, be more comfortable with conversations and acceptance around death.
Oh, that's amazing. So let me ask you this, because, I'm a grief counselor as well, and just talking to, just talking on a general basis, what we're going through with the pandemic, the riots, job insecurity, families insecurity, the whole thing. The grieving process is real, number one.
Yep.
The other thing, do you have any kind of, I know the key is, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to say this, grieving is different from everybody. But is there any kind of practical things you suggest when someone goes through, because, sometimes it's reignited depending on, the holidays may be, somewhat difficult, et cetera, and you have to identify your quote-unquote new normal, if you want to say that. But any kind of tips on that, of how, just practical things, because I think people know it's hard mentally, but a lot of times we forget stuff that we need to be doing practically every day when we're going through the grieving process.
Right. I mean, acceptance is part of the first step. Also, it's, it kind of goes back to how we started about, talking about having your daily rituals. Is like, how are you taking care of yourself? How are you giving yourself time and space to know that the grief is going to come? Maybe you're still, sometimes the first couple of days people are in shock and they're not sure how to process all those emotions, and it comes at random times. And it's just being gentle with yourself, knowing that even if you're not feeling it right this second, there's probably somewhere in your body, somewhere in your system that you're feeling it, and it's okay to be gentle and take it easy and give yourself a little bit of extra TLC that you might need, maybe giving yourself a bath, getting extra rest, being able to receive love and comfort and from friends and family, being able to really receive, loving gifts from people during this time that, even if it hasn't really sunk into you yet. I think that's an important piece.
Yeah, I think so too. That's amazing. Well, Lord, I could talk to you forever. But do us a favor. Anything else you want to address. And then, of course, please let us know how we can, support you in the things that you're doing, how we can get your products and services, and how we can actually support you on social media as well.
Awesome. Well, I guess one last thing I'll leave you with is one of my favorite quotes. It's, don't copy the world, be a different person with a fresh newness in all you do and think. And I really want to encourage all of you to meditate no matter what phase of your life you're in, whether you're, just working on that morning routine or maybe you're dealing with some grief in your life. Taking some time to be quiet with yourself, even if it's for even 17 seconds helps your day, helps you refocus, get back into yourself and how you're feeling. And I'm a big fan and proponent of meditation, and I have some free meditations on my YouTube channel, and I'd love to connect with all of you. You can find me at danahumphrey.com.
I love it. First of all, Dana, we want to say thank you so much for being in your purpose. And secondly, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be a guest here on the Dr. Renee Sunday Show. We love you so much. If you need us for anything, let us know, okay?
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was an amazing conversation, right? Yes, connect with Dana. She'll get you straight. Okay. But you know what? We do want to let you know that you have so much inside of you that needs to come out. And we will go through a difficult situation. We will have a loss of a family member or something, and we need help and assistance with that. And this what is Dana can help you with. And also, she's so amazing that she can help you actually in your products and services that you have, your brand, to get you out there in public relations. So you don't be a best-kept secret, okay? So we just had an amazing time today. If you want to be a guest on the Dr. Renee Sunday podcast, don't forget, go to the website, reneesunday.com, or DM us on any of the social media platforms. We have several magazines now. We have the Good Deeds magazine, we have the Caregivers magazine, and we have the people of, different states. We come to your state soon. So we start out with Georgia, and then we're going to go around to the different states. And the magazine is based on the people. So it's what the people doing, because somebody in California may need what you got, and vice versa. So we're going to get you guys together in the form of a publication of the magazine. Okay? So contact us with that. It's amazing. And so also, I want you to remember that you do have a calling, you do have a reason you're born. We have to do three things. We have to believe, we have to trust, and we have to walk it out. And you know the rest. We need to don't stop, get it, right? And what are we getting? We're getting our purpose, and we're getting our purpose now. Okay? I am Dr. Renee Sunday. I am the platform builder. And thank you so much for tuning in to the Dr. Renee Sunday podcast. We'll see you next time. Woohoo! Bye-bye.